Roger, thank you very much. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Maya Rockeymoore, who leads the Global Policy Solutions, a Washington, D.C. based policy firm that works to create and advance social change strategies worldwide. Maya.
Thank you, Senator Sanders. I have a question. What do Peterson, Bill Clinton, and Jamie Dimon all have in common?
Lots of money.
A whole heck of a lot of money. Of course, Pete Peterson is a member of the Billionaire Boys Club, and Bill Clinton and Jamie Dimon want to become members of that club. They're already millionaires. Yet these Wall Street and Washington titans also all endorse something called the Simpson-Bowles plan. This is a plan that even the commission that was convened to develop it rejected. Yet they think that it's a plan that's appropriate for the American people. Americans from all walks of life should be wary of anyone, whether they be Democrat or Republican, red or blue state, black, white, or brown, who claims that Simpson-Bowles is good for the American public and is good for the U.S. economy. In fact, the opposite is true. Simpson-Bowles supporters seek to impose European-style austerity measures on the American people. These are measures that will harm middle and working class Americans of all backgrounds. People like the officers who are actually defending us today, and the cameramen who are actually taking pictures of us today. Working and middle class Americans, while giving wealthy individuals and corporations another pass in the form of tax privileges. The last thing our struggling economy needs is more tax privileges for the wealthy, paid for on the backs of the middle and working class Americans. We don't need it, we don't want it. No thank you, Mr. Peterson. No thank you, Mr. Clinton. No thank you, Jamie Dimon.
Yeah.
I want to sound a special alarm for the next generation, since those in there are falsely claiming the mantle of fiscal responsibility in the name of the next generation of Americans, our children. Our children, who will be inheriting the cost of poor fiscal decisions and poorly designed policies from the last 14 years. Our children, who are the products of a recession generation of parents who have lost homes to foreclosures and vital financial security due to massive unemployment. Our children, from who the cost of education is getting steeper, even as the quality of that education declines. Our children, who by the year 2019 will be a majority black and brown, and who hail from households that have the highest poverty rates and possess the least amount of wealth in this nation. These are the children who have not benefited from the decisions of the last 14 years. They didn't benefit from the Bush tax cuts, they didn't benefit from the wars abroad, and they are not well positioned to shoulder the costs of these poor decisions in the future. Yet Simpson-Bowles supporters seek to stick it to our children by making them pay for subsidies for today's wealthiest corporations and individuals, in part by seeking to decrease the value of vital social insurance programs that they will so desperately need once they reach maturity. Shame on them! Shame on them!
Shame on them!
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America is better than that. We can and should do better for our children. We must resist anyone, and I don't care how much money they have, I don't care how much wealth and power they have. We must resist anyone who seeks to impose unfair fiscal policies that privilege the pockets of some over the progress of the nation. We cannot let the forces of darkness prevail over America's dawn. Now, for those who say that we need to do something, we do. And I invite you to visit www.modernizeSocialSecurity.org to learn how we can strengthen Social Security for America's future children and for Americans of all backgrounds. Thank you.